taken from their families, taken from their friends. Have you ever imagined a world where its inhabitants are hung upside down, the knife slicing through their throats, imprisoned in cages? You may not realize it, but this very situation happens every day, in every state, everywhere. This is animal abuse. Animal abuse is when an animal is hurt or abused just for our pleasure. The worst part is that they have no say in anything that happens to them. This does not just affect the animals. It also affects us and the environment. First of all, this affects animals. Animals end up with all kinds of crazy things happening to them because they stay in those cages. Their bones deteriorate, their feet become lacerated, their bodies are bruised, and their muscles left to waste away from staying in those cages. Animals are also abused in animal testing centers and labs. They end up with machines manipulating them and chemicals being poured into their eyes just so to see that nail polish color is right for you. Animals are also abused in zoos and circuses. They end up with a disease known as zoochosis. Zoochosis is a disease that causes animals to lose complete mental stimulation. This is not all. This also affects us. Because we eat meat, we end up with all kinds of diseases, like obesity, heart disease, and even cancer. The CDC states that of over 7 outbreak strains of the bacteria Salmonella have sickened over 300 people. And that's not the worst. Of over 80 HIV vaccines released from animal testing, all have proven to fail when needed to aid humans. The worst part is that this unreliable testing costs the American public $136 billion annually. This also affects the environment. The environment ends up with all kinds of natural disasters just because of animal abuse, like land degradation, air and water pollution, and water shortages. Dr. Boris Worm of Dalhousie University in Nova Scotia states that if we continue our current rate of fishing, the world's oceans will be empty by the year 2048. Without fish in the ocean, the whole ocean ecosystem may collapse, and we're sure to fall right after it. So how can you help? Well, you can start by stopping eating meat, maybe for a few days at first, or once a week. You can buy from companies that do not test on animals. The decision is yours. But remember, as Jeremy Bentham says, it is not can they reason, nor can they talk, but it is can they suffer. Thank you.